Okay, we're up. Go, Charles.
Hey, good morning. My name is Charlie Mossbrook. I am the president
Woo!
of Oak Alliance Region Midwest, or Farm as we lovingly call it. Joining me this morning is Stephanie Coronado, our vice president, Annie Capps, our conference director, and Nicholas James Tomasa, who is a board member with us, one of our very, very active board member. I don't think we get done 90% of what we get done without Nick.
Mm.
Well, let's say 60%.
Well,
And he's my conscience half the time too. If I question my thinking, I look to Nick sometimes, often. Um, I don't know what I'm talking about now.
I question your questioning.
What's that?
I question your questioning.
I actually think that like the whole 11:30 it was like a half an hour later than it was yesterday, and we're still not quite caffeinated enough. I just have to say, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
With that said, cheers, everybody.
Here's to ya. Cheers.
So we are meeting you all this morning in your office, in your home, study, in your kitchen, on the beach, wherever it is you are hanging out. And beach is probably we're at about 60 degrees here in Cleveland. I think Stephanie, last night it was 78 degrees in Kansas City.
Wherever I am, yes.
Yeah, the pitcher pitching for the Cleveland baseball team was sweating profusely in Kansas City last night.
78 is freezing. So,
Yeah,
I
right
like
now
it.
up north it would be pretty nice. Anyway, we are meeting you all this morning to remind you that we just have a few more hours to go on our campaign to raise funding for farm. Folk Alliance Region Midwest, like all the other regions in Folk Alliance and Folk Alliance International, had to skip out on doing our conference this year because pandemic.
Yeah.
And as a result, our primary source of revenue, which has been our conferences, has been cut off from us. We are going to do a virtual conference in a couple of weeks, and we're going to tell you about that too. But in the meantime, we have to recover some lost time, and you all are helping out incredibly with it, and we appreciate it. And I'm going to let Annie tell you where we're at right now. Where's our numbers?
Well, Stephanie and I were talking. I haven't been able to keep up with the donations as they're coming in because that little thermometer that's on our website has to be edited manually. So I usually edit it a couple times a day if it's really busy. And so right now the thermometer on the website says 12,919. It's actually now crested 13,000 because we've had a couple more donations come in today. So we are less than $2,000 away from this monumental goal.
Yes.
And yay us. So if anybody's got like a couple grand, just, hanging out and you're looking for a really good cause, we'll take it. But I keep thinking like our mailing list has 2,500 people on it. And if we got, one tiny fraction of that number of people to donate $20, we would do this, right? That's all we need.
Everybody contributed $1.
Wow, that would be awesome. What are the odds? I don't know. Yeah. That would be fun. That would be doing. I'm going to hold on. I'm moving us over to the community page as well and make sure that we're
Annie will
getting
be sitting there because I thought the thermometer, was donated and it just kind of populated. I didn't know it had to be done manually. At $1 per person, Annie'd be sitting there like ripping her hair out. Like, a dollar, like from now to midnight.
No.
Yes, but then the whole community would be engaged.
I think that'd be awesome. I would
It's
take
like,
every
let's all watch
dollar.
Annie. Annie. We'll put Annie on. We'll just have you on Restream all day watching you.
There's
$1.
I
A
know.
dollar.
We could tag it. We could go farm. I'd buy that for $1.
And if we were reaching 15,000 people right now, boy, oh boy, we can say folk music is healthy.
I know. Oh my God. Couldn't we just? Listen, you guys, I want to give a shout out though to some really awesome people who have given us money. This is really important. I'm going out to our website because I did that update this morning, and pretty much if you gave us $100 or more, your names are in a spotlight of love on our fundraiser page.
You're
and
awesome.
no matter what you gave us, we really appreciate you. But the list of people who have given us $100 is really long. But we've got like our biggest donors. The two biggest donors we have are Nancy Clark. She's out of Oak Brook, Illinois. She's a huge folk music supporter, and Nancy's been part of the farm community for a lot of years, and for as long as I can remember. And she's always a really generous donor. So yay, Nancy! Thank you so much. We love you, FolkNet. You know, no, what do we call that? When you nepotism. Thank you. A little nepotism going on here. FolkNet Charlie is the president of, but he stepped aside on the vote, and that community agreed to donate $1,000 to us. Right at the start of this fund drive. So that was amazing. Jim Gary, let's shout out to Jim Gary, who donated this beautiful guitar. It's like brand new. It's an Ovation D scale. It's a graphite guitar, so it's environmentally friendly. D-scale means it's like you don't have to tune down your guitar. It's already tuned down. And then if you want to tune it down even more, you can go for it. Kerry Estran, Artist Management. Kerry has not only donated money, she's donated her extremely valuable time to give away consulting packages. Elderly Instruments, who donated the guitar that we gave away in August. James Curley. Al Canola, Two-Way Street Coffee House, Midas Gilbert Rose LLP. Robert Midas is Kerry Newcomer's husband. He's also one of the geniuses behind the Mandolin app, which is that beautiful live stream. Loretta Sawyer, Catherine Nagy, Jim Beiser, Ginger Roots Agency. The Ginger Roots of which we speak is right here in the room. And of course, Nick was a contributor on the Track Songwriter Showcase, which is my concert series, gave some dough, and a whole bunch of other people who I don't have time to rattle off right now. So that was my big plug.
Yeah.
I gotta say, almost all of those names are names that I recognize from being a part of this community. A lot of those names are people who host showcases or concert series. And that's how I came to know a lot of the people that are involved in this. And it feels good to see that support coming back through our community. So thanks to all our donors so far, and everybody who's going to donate today. I know you're out there.
Please. When you set a goal, it's like, Nick, I remember talking to you about this, because part of the fundraising committee when we were talking about this earlier, and we had this big flurry of activity right at the beginning where people got really excited, and then you're like, there's going to be a lull, don't panic, there's going to be a lull, and then they're all going to rally at the end. And you know what, dude, you were right, because they really are rallying. Our people who know and love this community they're rallying. But
well, and that's true, because that's very common of fundraisers, that they start at the top and then they go, and then they ramp back up towards the end. But I will also say that about a week ago, I was in full-on panic mode. Maybe we got all the donations that we were going to get, and maybe we just don't. We're not going to get there. and now I'm on the other side. I was like, see, we're this close. We're this close.
Fretters fret.
Oh my God, I'm really trusting this community is going to rally. They're going to come up. They're going to come along for us. I've got one more email I'm going to send out. I just have to, I don't know how many people are unsubscribing every time they see a newsletter come through lately. Damn, they're asking for money again. But
we have so much going on, because it's not just that we're asking for money. Today is also the last day that you can apply for showcases or to be for official showcases. And then the last day that you can apply to be a private showcase host. Yeah. So today's like a
no, not the host. We'll see got plenty of room for hosts.
Oh,
so
okay,
that's okay. But definitely the private showcase. The official showcase. That's huge, because that's not going to be extended. So if you don't get if your registration and showcase submission are not in by tomorrow morning, when I wake up, it won't get added. So we have had a little confusion on that. I don't know if this is the space to do it, but I do want to say that the conference itself, a lot of stuff is going to start getting announced tomorrow. Once we get past today, where the fundraiser is 100% of our focus, there's a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes so watch your newsletters. Sorry, I'm going to send another one tomorrow. it's not going to stop. But it's going to be good info. So I'm
See,
excited.
That's typical anyway, that as the conference gets closer, you get more communication from the farm. And again, we got a lot going on over here.
I know. It's very exciting.
I got a really kind message last night from Marilyn Ray Breyer from the Midnight Special, and it reminded me, Marilyn is a monthly donor. So as we're thanking and showing our gratitude to everybody who has donated one time big or small amounts of money, the dollar or the $1,000, whatever it is in between, there's a bunch of people who have made it a consistent. They've programmed their computers to give us a little bit of money every month, and we are so grateful to everybody who's done that, because it's been a big part of our campaign.
Oh yeah, and that calculates down to we've got $5 a month donations. Like, you can go ahead and use the button, and then when you click the donate button, you can, of course, we encourage the bigger donations, but you can scroll down onto the donation page, and there's a donate button. You can put whatever amount in there, and then there's a checkbox that says make my donation monthly. And we did have a handful of people do that a year ago when we first started kind of fundraising, or not really, but sort of passively fundraising for Virtual Connections. So there's 7 people who are monthly donors, and they're from $5 up to 20. You know, like, big shout out to Tim Kendall of 2-Way Street Coffee House. He's been constantly supporting us also, like, from day one. He's giving us $20 a month. Maybe he didn't want the whole world to know that, but I want to tell everybody that he did. So,
you,
hey,
Tim.
can I just say there's a
hey, Louise! Oh, look at that!
There's a question from Cheryl Kaywood. Cheryl's
No.
coming to us from Orpha.
Yeah.
And she's asking, you mean for the big FAI conference in KC, right? I'm not sure what she's asking that about.
Oh, the donations probably. No. Hey, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, and hi, Louise. This is for Farm. Farm is doing their own fund drive. FAI started up a fund drive just shortly ago, and so that's a whole different fund drive. I don't think that has an expiration date on it. Ours is today. We've been doing this drive for the last 3 months, and we set a goal of basically $5,000 a month or $15,000, and that's where we're at right now. So our this is us. You can also contribute to FAI.
We're also talking about the farm conference,
Exactly.
And I know registration is open for FAI as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we're talking about farm. And Annie, remind me again, where are we at? Our goal is 15,000, and where are we at?
Well, the actual number is somewhere around 3,100. It's not. We've had donations come in that I haven't calculated yet.
Say that number.
Somewhere around. Oh, I'm sorry, I said 31. I meant 13,100. We have less
Nick
than.
was about to panic. Nick
This
was
would
like,
be.
what?
Here's easier. We have less than 2,000 to go. So,
Awesome.
which is so doable, people. So doable. And Cheryl, I just have to say, you may be out on the West Coast. I don't know if you're on the West Coast or, but I know that I did see you recently at a Swerfa private showcase, and it was really great to hear you. Thank you for your beautiful music. But yes, so it looks like you recently joined Farm too. Cool. Texas, that's right. Not the West Coast. Okay.
Welcome to Farm. That's like one of the
Yay.
big things that's happened during the pandemic. Since we're Midwest based, but our community is all over. And some people do travel to the different regions for the conferences, but now the conferences are available to anybody anywhere in the virtual format. And so we do see our friends from Texas, from the East Coast, and from the West Coast. And it's really great to be expanding the community. Hey, from Nashville, the Brant.
Hey, Brant. How are you, buddy? Look at this. Where are our Midwestern pals?
This is fun. Yesterday we felt a little more isolated in our little presentation. I know a lot of people watched it later on in the day.
Yeah.
But this morning it's fun to have you all with us.
Yeah. No, I know. We're in But our region is all over the place, isn't it? Like, we're lucky that we have a board of people from, well, a couple of Michigan, 3 from 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Okay, 5. Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Minnesota, uh, Illinois, right? We've got a big board, so.
Oh yeah, the board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have Missouri?
Max! Hi, Max!
But I won't give away our Missouri person.
We give away our Missouri person. Oh, that's, yeah.
I'm a giveaway. It's not just the guitar.
Oh, wow. Now we're going to get some donations, people. We're doing it.
We're looking for board members from Nunavut. We want representation from the Taiga Forest.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Has anybody been there? Let's go.
I'm afraid of polar bears.
Let's go. I'm putting links in the chat here, you guys. So
Charlie, they come with bottles of Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay. Well, so they're caffeined out too. Now I'm terrified. Caffeine and sugar in a polar bear is just what we need.
That's
They
right.
seem really nice in the commercials.
See, Nick understood what I was saying. They look awfully friendly.
I feel like we should do this every morning. Don't you think? Just talk nonsense for a while, but every now and then go, oh, by the way, we have a conference coming up. And I know that we are talking about raising money, but this is a great opportunity for us to talk a little bit more about the conference. And we are about to announce a roster of speakers that will blow your mind. And if you aren't already registered, you're going to want to register. And then we've got some really cool special events that are happening. We've got, of course, the amazing Kerry Newcomer is going to be our keynote speaker. And Kerry's the composer of the Gathering of Spirits song. Am I right about that? Are we familiar with that? I'm pretty sure. I'm doing this right here, like showing my ignorance. I love Kerry's music, but I'm pretty sure she wrote The Gathering of Spirits, which is an amazing song.
I am.
And we call our conference a gathering, right? So, I mean, trust me when I say she will inspire you and blow your mind. I'm super excited about that, which we wouldn't have been able to do if it weren't for being virtual. So that right there is, a bonus. And we've got some really amazing people lined up to participate in this. Our Wisdom of the Ages, or Wisdom Across the Ages panel, that is going to be a couple of elders and a couple of younger folks having a great conversation. Once again, moderated by the fabulous Matt Watroba. But the panels, okay, I'm going to reveal it right now. That's going to be John Gorka, Josh White Jr., and then the youngins are Lily Werbin, who is basically the executive director, owner of Elderly Instruments. She is a badass woman that you're going to love to get to know. And then Humbird, her name is Siri Undlin, and she's a lovely young singer-songwriter from the Minneapolis area. So this is going to be a really fun, engaging conversation because we just decided that wisdom isn't dependent on age.
Well, this is a thing is this like a farm exclusive thing? The wisdom of, because not because I've seen the wisdom of the dames and the wisdom of the Daves and the wisdom of, and this is like a concept that's kind of new to me outside of this. But this year specifically, we're trying to match up younger and older to bring that generational gap a little closer.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that there's some really amazing work already being done in our community with younger artists being mentored by, but also some of the older. I firmly believe I learned so much from the community of young and up and coming artists in so many ways because they're really on top of the state of the music business as it is now. And some of us old farts still kind of trying to catch up in that world can definitely use some support in that department. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I love it. Gotta head out. Peace out. Hey Max, bye. See ya. Yeah, I got a song. Hey Nick, I wrote my song yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
Can you believe in the midst of all this, I actually sat down and was like, it might not be great, but I did write it.
I can't believe that, Annie, because you're amazing.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
It's very true. And on top of being a really great musician and a great songwriter, it's also really impressive the amount of work that you do for Farm and for us, for the board, and for the website and the imagery and everything that you go above and beyond on. It's not lost on us, and it's very much appreciated.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
Annie has been leading Farm in some capacity, one way or another, for quite some time now. She was president a long time ago, and even in between her presidency and her conference director, she was still leading us in a lot of ways.
I don't know. I was hanging out in the background, doing a little bit of stuff. You guys have some pretty great leadership and some great people, and I think this board is really amazing, full of some pretty awesome people, and yeah, we're really lucky that we have a community of people that are passionate about Farm, but not just Farm, also the music community as a whole. And I think we come from different, like, I don't want to say background. We do come from different backgrounds, but like even the styles of music that we love and appreciate coming together, like we get to introduce each other. I was just having this conversation with Louise and Bruce about the virtual world for the last year and a half has really opened opportunities for connections that we wouldn't have otherwise had in so many ways. And I'm, can't wait to get back and see people in person, but you just, like, now I have so many more people that I've seen only on a little screen that when I finally see them in, full Technicolor, like 3D, it's going to be pretty amazing. So we can't wait.
Well, another thing too is a lot of our people we only see like once a year at the conference, and like sometimes you get one 15-minute conversation with them. Sometimes you sit down and have 3 meals with them. But either way, it's like condensed into that weekend. Yeah. And with our peer sessions and our tech talk, people tune in. I've seen a lot of people on a regular basis, and that's allowed me to get to know some people way more than what just one weekend conference has been. So in that way, for me personally, Farm was like a lifeline in the early part of the pandemic, and I was just at home and alone. And then all of a sudden I had a thing to work on being a board member, but then also a community to participate in and have these conversations. And I know that how valuable that was for me. So that's what we're doing here today is asking for support of our community, which is clear that we've got the support of the community. So we're this close to the goal, and we're just kind of giving that last little push. If you've got anything else that you can contribute, or if you've got a friend who maybe hasn't seen this fundraiser yet, maybe just share this dream or share some of our imagery to help us get to that goal.
Yeah. You can see the people behind this too. Like, and again, Charlie Mossbrook, Farm Board President. Stephanie Coronado is Farm Board Vice President. Nicholas is a Farm Board member. Conference director here. We've got a board of amazing people who all have day jobs, and so it's harder for them to be here, or day jobs that don't require. Stephanie, of course, has a day and night job, as does Nicholas. So, and Charlie. We are, yeah, all of us. I am sorry.
Do what I'm told. I have no idea what my role is.
People think that like when you're a musician, that just means you like sleep in and you work whenever you want. And the reality is, you work all the time.
Exactly. There is no weekend. It's right. Somebody said, "Have you seen that Downton Abbey?" I'm gonna, I bought this coffee mug for my mom who's retired, and the dame in it says, "What is a weekend?" She's like, "What's a weekend?" Yeah. That's my question. What is a weekend? They're all the same. They all blur together.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic.
Weekends.
That's good. That's really good.
I was thinking about our intergenerational wisdom panel, and I looked up one of our speakers, John Gorka's thoughts on wisdom. He says it comes after the chicken and it's shaped like the egg, and I think that captures the intergenerational aspect of that wisdom panel.
Nice. I should put that in there in the descriptions. We are going to be like letting loose with this this app we're using. And seriously, people, watch your emails, and if you're registered for the conference right now, you're going to be able to start engaging with everybody who's registered through the app, and it's going to be really exciting. So I hope you'll do that. But Stephanie, you've been quiet.
I'm sitting in a room full of musicians. I think I may be the only person on the board who's not a musician. I'm not sure, but I think that's...
No, Joanne, Randy.
I think we're all musicians.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh.
Let Matt Watroba get a hold of you. You'll be singing.
Yeah, that's right. Amen to that.
I'm just curious, I know, Nick, because you've all talked about we're just this close to our goal, and I know there are giveaways, and I want to know more about that. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. So Jim shared a link to Sweetwater Sound's version of the guitar, which if you go to our webpage where the fundraiser is living, you will see not only a picture of that guitar, which is here. Maybe I'll share my screen, but no, it's an Ovation Elite I don't know if that's Texas TX mid-depth D scale. It's black. Graphite. Here, I'll put a link right in the chat in case anybody wants to just buy one. But this is what we're giving away. Not the one from Sweetwater. It's Jim Gary, let's be clear, who's donating this guitar. But this is the guitar that he has that he's sharing. And that's just so incredibly generous of him. So, I don't know. We always want to do raffles and give stuff away, but you have to donate, and then your name gets put in the drawing. And in fact, Charlie and I will be back here tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.? I know. Well, I'm happy to make it a little bit later, but we could do it at lunchtime. Then maybe more people can do it. So why don't we do the drawing at noon tomorrow? Noon Eastern time, just to be clear. Everything that Farm is doing right now, because of where we live, where I live, is Eastern time. So, so at noon Eastern time tomorrow, Charlie and I will be back here to do the drawing, and we're going to give away not just the guitar. There's probably 5 things we're going to give away tomorrow. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
Wait, well, what else are we giving away, Annie?
Okay, what else are we giving away? We are also giving away a full pass to Wheat Song's Music Camp. Wheat Song's Music Camp. Nick, I know you can speak to this, right? You've been part of it, or at least are familiar enough with it. A lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, I've not been a part of it, but I have been to Wheatland Music Festival many times. And this is a different weekend than the big festival, and it's centered around learning music. So there's all kinds of top level talent instructors there. And, and I think it's like a $500 value for Wheat Songs.
Yep.
So that's a huge ticket for giveaway.
Watch this. I've just put a link to Wheat Songs in the chat too, so people can poke around and see what that's all about. They've had to cancel this year. But next year I trust it'll be going on. But you can at least see with the lineup of amazing instructors. So that's pretty awesome. And we are giving away a 1-hour consultation with Louise Baker or Bruce Swan, and they are both together of Baker Booking as well as Music My Mother Would Not Like Showcases. These two have been doing some pretty amazing stuff since the beginning of COVID. They kind of were the inventors of the streaming EPK, because this was something that I think we found early on that venues were interested in knowing about. So they're pretty amazing, and will both be part of the conference as well. So that's awesome. And then we also have a $100 gift certificate to Elderly Instruments. And just last night, Hiawatha Music Corp donated a really cool gift package that includes 2 festival tickets to their festival. That's a $150 value. And Hiawatha Music Festival is amazing. Also, a We Go Hiawatha sticker, a 2021 Hiawatha Virtual Festival t-shirt, and those things will be sent to one lucky winner. So yeah, pretty exciting.
Hey, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. So you guys, we've been doing this for half an hour. It is now officially lunchtime, and where I live, for me, thanks so much for popping in and helping us pitch this. It was really fun to see you. I feel like this has gotten just to be a normal thing, which is really weird. To be out there in the world, just having a conversation in front of thousands of people. I don't know. That's just not normal.
Well, we had thousands. Now we have one less than thousands because Max had it out.
I know. It's pretty great. We're going to do a big farewell right now. But again, watch your email. And please, if you pop in on this later, we would be so grateful if we could just scream to the rooftops that we meet our goal tomorrow. So, and thanks so much to everybody at whatever level you donated. We know that times are tough right now, so just know that we love you whether or not you give us money, but we just love the people who gave us money a little bit more. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am kidding. No, I'm kidding. It's great. I'm so kidding. Okay. Shall I click end the stream? You guys want to wave?
Yeah, we love you, everybody.
We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. See
See
you
you tomorrow.
soon.